The NFL schedule was released last night, and I can't stop dreaming about one of the most anticipated games in NFL history. Brady at Belichick. Brady against Belichick. Super Bowl champion Tom Brady in Foxborough against the Patriots. It's all amazing and glorious in the game of the year in the NFL, and the league nailed it, doing it early in the season. I talked to the VP of Broadcasting, Mike North, on my SiriusXM radio show today, and he said I hit all the right notes on why. Brady's coming off of a championship as a Super Bowl champ, and it's not later in the season where the story is more about the 2021 Bucks and the 2021 Patriots. You want it early. You want Rob Gronkowski, who's coming back. You want him healthy. You want Tom Brady healthy. So this makes it more likely that those cats are playing and ready, and records, wins and losses. If a team underachieves, it's not a factor. The hype is going to be off the charts. The reality off the charts. Belichick is the best coach ever. Judging him on Brady winning a Super Bowl without him is foolish. But now Bill's got to produce this year. And if you don't believe me, ask Bob Kraft. And I love how, as a result of boss pressure, Belichick smartly reloaded one of the weakest rosters in the National Football League. And that chess match against Tom Brady, oh my goodness, it is dreaming. Think about Peyton versus Belichick all those years, and you know Tom wants to score 50 because that's who he is and that's what he does. He's motivated by everything and anything, and I love it so much. Tampa's going to be locked and loaded for another Super Bowl run with everybody coming back, and the Bucks should go 12-5, win their division with chemistry and continuity, and Brady familiar with his teammates and a real full normal offseason. There are reasons to believe that Brady and the Bucks will be even better this year than last season in the regular season. Remember the regular season last year? You forget because they won the Super Bowl. There were ups and downs. The regular season, the Buccaneers and Tom Brady should be dominant. And North told me the game is early in the season and it's on Sunday Night Football because it's not a game. They want to treat it like an event, not just another game. It's everything. I can't get enough. We've had fun through the years giving old Blake Bortles a hard time, but truthfully, he deserves to be a backup in the NFL. Just not the third overall pick, not a starting quarterback, not a quarterback who's a face for franchise like Jacksonville. But with the Packers signing Blake Bortles to a one-year deal, Green Bay fans now have more questions and answers the day after the schedule was released, because this was not a camp arm move. He got a one-year contract. And Aaron Rodgers is not walking through that door. Aaron Rodgers is not going to be at Packers minicamp, not going to be at Zoom meetings. Just because the schedule was announced and there's buzz, people are talking about Rodgers, Mahomes. Aaron Rodgers hasn't changed his mind. There's still blood on Brian Gutekunst's hands. And talking to the aforementioned Mike North, VP of Broadcasting for the NFL today, yeah, he was concerned when he saw all the reports that Aaron Rodgers didn't want to be there, and, there's a chance he might host Jeopardy. And listen, they can flex out of the Week 14 game and the Week 17 game, and that's kind of a big deal here if you're talking about the primetime games. Look, the Packers are obviously a national brand, so you put them against Detroit, Monday Night Football, obviously that will sell. People will watch the Packers, but you have to acknowledge there's a very realistic chance it's going to be Jordan Love or Blake Bortles as the quarterback. Now, remember, Blake Bortles worked with Nathaniel Hackett in Jacksonville. That was his offensive coordinator under Doug Marrone for all those years. And remember, it was Nathaniel Hackett and Doug Marrone up double digits in Foxborough who didn't throw the ball with Blake Bortles, and they shouldn't because he's terrible in football. But hey, he knows the system. If Miles Jack was actually, they ruled correctly and they said he's knee in touch, then maybe the Jags would have beat the Patriots and Blake Bortles would be a champion, but, things happen. There's a realistic chance Blake Bortles is playing for the Green Bay Packers. Blood on your hands, Brian Gutekunst. Blood on your hands. The Rams have a chance to have a really special season. Take a look at this schedule. I want you to stare at it. Tell me one game where you say the Rams can't win. I'll wait. They have the Bucks at home, the Cardinals at home. You look at that home schedule. I mean, there's a realistic chance they win every game in Los Angeles. Seriously, Matthew Stafford changes everything for this football team, and I think that Sean McVay is going to put on an offensive clinic with Stafford, with the weapons that he has, Cooper Kupp and Robert Woods, and Stafford's going to throw it to the right team, unlike Jared Goff. I love Cam Akers running the ball. I love how they stole Tutu Atwell in the second round. I love this squad. Oh, by the way, Aaron Donald, an absolute beast. Well, we are talking about a sensational defense. Talked to Sean McVay on my SiriusXM radio show last week. He is really fired up. Fired up for the season. Fired up for the offseason, the preseason. Find out what works for Matthew Stafford, and he's going to make sure he's comfortable. We'll take what he did in Detroit and implement it in the offense. I'm telling you right now, we said this when the Rams got Matthew Stafford. The LA Rams, barring anything unforeseen, they're my Super Bowl pick in the NFC. NFC is loaded. NFC West is loaded. Matthew Stafford with those weapons under Sean McVay, oh, baby, this is going to be a special season. Don't be surprised when they're playing at home in the LA Super Bowl. Thank you, Boston. Thank you for being a complete underachiever and a disappointment and losing to the lowly Cavs. As a result of the loss, my Knicks, as we talked about and guaranteed 3 months ago, they are in the playoffs for the first time since 2013. It's glorious. The Knicks don't have to worry about the play-in game. Tell the Celtics to have fun with that. This season has been such an utter joy. I mean, complete and utter joy of overachievement and achievement. Tom Thibodeau has done a sensational job coaching this team while changing the culture. That was needed. Julius Randle has blossomed into a star under Tibbs. R.J. Barrett has lived up to his draft status. Derrick Rose has turned back the clock. They play defense. They share the basketball. They rebound. They win. Now, there's still work to do, okay? That was a bad loss the other day against the Lakers. And then you had the Hawks beating the Wizards last night, and that was worse. Knicks on Monday were in the driver's team for that coveted 4 seed, but blew it with those 2 results. Now, the games, including the Spurs tonight, Hornets and Celtics close the season. They are in cupcakes, but they should absolutely, all 3 of them, be wins. But don't think for a second I don't appreciate this as a Knicks fan, because I'm sitting here craving the 4 seed. I'm livid about Tuesday. I'm raising the bar on winning down the stretch. It's nice to be back in this kind of headspace with high-level problems. We're not thinking about the draft. The Knicks are back in the playoffs.